I know nobody's expecting me to be live this early, but about the time I usually go live, that's when we're supposed to start having thunderstorms and huge hail and all that kind of stuff is possible tonight. So I decided I would come on a little bit early and get off about 6:15 or so. Just depends. I'll keep checking the radar to see what it's going to be like, but um they've said hail every night the past 3 nights, and we've gotten some, but nothing, not as big as they've said. But tonight they're saying um, up to baseball size and possible tornadoes. So um, that all should start about 6:30. So I want to be back in the house by 6:30. So I just decided if I was going to come on at all, I needed to come on right now, and it won't be a long one. But anyway, hi Nancy, hi Brittany. I'm glad you're here. I thought I would show some things. This is thing number 28. It's some yarn that I've been spinning. Um, these two are the same. I just ended up having to fill two bobbins. And then this one was what was left over on one of the bobbins, and I chain plied it. And you can see a big difference in the yarn um, between these two. Let's see if I can get it up here. The chain ply is it's stiffer because it's overspun, just a little bit overplied. This is very drapey. Look at that. I mean, it you can't even hold the skein up. It's very drapey, very soft, and it's that bat that I made 3 bats, and I kind of combined a bunch of other stuff to make these bats. Anyway, this is the yarn that came out of that. It looks well, it looks pretty brown on the camera. That's good because there's brown and there's blue, and when you mix those together, it looks a little bit gray. When I was in my bedroom, it looked very gray. It didn't look brown at all. But out here, it looks more like it really is. It's got some brown and some gray and all those colors mixed in there together. But it's very squishy, makes me happy. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. That this is not quite 7 ounces of yarn. I didn't get near the yardage out of this that I've been getting, because it didn't want to spin fine. It wanted to spin like this. So this is what I let it spin like. But I like it. I'm happy with it. I think it's beautiful. So there's that. And then this is some locks. These are locks from a Corriedale sheep, and I got this fleece probably 4 years ago. And I didn't wash it until I was ready to do this dyeing, and I washed it, and I didn't get enough of the lanolin out, so I did the dyeing, and then I washed it again. And I'm really proud of the fact that it didn't felt when I washed it again. But I did get all of well, not all, but a lot of the lanolin out the second time I washed it. I've never dyed something in the grease and then washed it, but it worked great. It didn't seem like any dye came out. So that was great. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, this is project number 29. And I did 3 different colors. And you'll see all of them are kind of mottled. This one looks very fiery. That light is, I think, affecting it. But it's mostly orange. It's just lighter and darker orange. And then this one is different shades of blue and turquoise. And it was I really think I put blue and turquoise in there, and I got some of each one out. This one was just done with purple. And I've talked to y'all before about the colors splitting or breaking is what it's called. This one definitely did that. There's pink, and there's purple, and there's blue, all in here. And it was just a purple dye that I used that came up with all those colors. So So that's fun. It's fun to get variations. And when I card these up to spin them, then the yarn will have variations, and I really like that. I don't know. I'm about to run out of dye. I'm using up all my dye, which is a good thing because it's dye I bought 5 or 6 years ago. Um, so I'm enjoying, using fibers I've had for a long time and the dye I've had for a long time. So this 100 Things Challenge has been really good for me to use this stuff up, especially use it up before I start buying something else. This is a Corriedale Cross sheep, so it has a fairly long staple length, and it's relatively soft. It's not as soft as a merino, but it's a next to skin soft for most people. Yeah, Barbara, I came on early because about the time I normally come on, sometime between 6 and 6:30, we're supposed to get some really bad thunderstorms tonight. We've had thunderstorms every night since Friday night, Saturday night, and last night. None of them produced the hail that they thought they were going to, but tonight they're saying the hail chances are better and bigger, and 70-mile-an-hour winds in this hail and stuff. So I decided if I was going to come on at all, I had to come on early and get off early. So I just wanted to show you all these things while I was loving my wool. It's funny. We love on our yarn, but the texture of wool is just as amazing as the yarn. I always thought, until I started spinning, I thought that I didn't like wool. I thought it was itchy and I was allergic to it and all of that. And then I realized that I just had, whatever I was getting that was wool was not the kind of wool that hand spinners generally spin with. And the commercial process of spinning wool and turning it into something also makes it more coarse. So so there's that. Let me put that somewhere and get these yarns out of the way. Where did I put my other yarn? I want to keep it all together till I decide how I'm going to store it. There it is. Okay. Even with the carding and all of that, I haven't carded that wool yet, but this is what came off. I don't know if you can see this. That's what came off of those locks just sitting here. I was playing with them. When I card them, even more will come off, and that's after being washed twice and dyed and all of those things. It's amazing how much vegetable matter there is in those things. I wanted to show y'all also. Hi, Jean. It's good to see you. Hi, Andrew. Oh, Andrew, you're going to recognize this. Well, it's not. Okay, I can't pull out that inside thing. This is some stuff I bought from Heather. And it's not a craft supply, so I could buy it. It's an art piece, and it's supposed to be a gift wrap set. But I bought it because of the art, as an art piece. And she sent me a beautiful card. It says many thanks, and it has my invoice in it. She says, thank you for your order, Lisa, and thank you for being so supportive and watching the show. You are awesome, Heather. And I'm going to put this in my everything book. I'll find it in a minute, stick that in there. But I like the washi tape she puts on this. It says, be wonderful. Stay safe. I plan to stay safe. I'm going to get back in there before this gets started. And I'm just glad that Darren and Hannah will both be home from work before it starts too. And here it says, love you. Some more washi tape. I'll use those in my everything book too. But I just have to show y'all Heather's beautiful artwork. Now this is a set that she's selling for you to, wrap a gift and give it to someone. And this is her thank you card that she puts with all her orders. That's really cute. And let's see if we can untie this. I just want you to see her art. She has beautiful, beautiful art. Okay, this is a gift bag. Her packaging is artwork. Yes, that's true. This is a gift bag to, give somebody a present in. I'm not sure who's going to be worthy of this, but somebody will be. Oh, and she even sent tissue paper with it. Very cool. Very cool, Heather. And then here's an envelope. She painted on the envelope and the card. And I told her she had to sign the card because I'm gonna frame it and use it as an art piece. It's not gonna be a card. This may end up in a journal sometime. I don't know, but I want this piece of art. That was what I wanted right here. This other stuff is a bonus. This is what I paid for right here. No, I paid for all of it, but for me, the rest of it's a bonus. This is what I wanted, was this piece of art that I can put in a frame and hang up. I just love it. And this is another thing you can wrap a gift in. It's one of those, I can't remember what they call those, but it's you fold them like this. And you put a gift inside. And this one does the same thing. I'm not sure how I will use this or who will deserve that to have their gift wrapped in that. But anyway, I was very excited to get this. And that's a really cute idea from the Craft Shack. So I'm going to put these things up out of the way. And then I'm going to put this in my everything. A pillow thingy. Yes, Andrew. It's a pillow thingy. Let me see if I can find that book. It should be here somewhere. Oh. Well, that may have to wait for another day. Darren came out here a couple of days ago when I didn't do any videos on Saturday or Sunday. He was like, well, no wonder you didn't make any videos. Besides the thunderstorms, you've got this mess. He said, I thought you were cleaning up out here. And I said, yeah. And then I started spinning and I pulled out a bunch more stuff. Well, this is just going to have to wait. When I find my book, I'll put it in there. So I'll set it aside here so I'll remember that that's what I'm supposed to do with it. But I just thought while I was here, I'm going to take this apart. This is thing 30, is harvesting lace from this dress. This was a dress that Hannah bought. And then she said, Mom, I love it, but it's just not really me. I'm not going to ever wear it. So she wants a very particular piece of the lace. She wants this piece and this piece. And she said I could have everything else. So, hi, Patricia. I'm glad you're here. So, I'm gonna work on that today. And then this was a skirt that she bought. And when she put it on, it was way too big in the waist, and she couldn't figure out a way to make the waist fit her easily. So she decided that I could just take it. She was hoping, it says it's a size 8, but it's not a size 8. It's bigger than that. Because if it was an 8, she could wear it. So anyway, it's linen. It's brown linen. And I'm not sure. I don't know if it's 100% linen or if it's just partly linen. Yeah, the outside is linen and the inside is rayon. Probably won't keep that, but she told me just to take the brown fabric and the part where it's been embroidered on and use it, because she's not going to wear it. So I thought I would do that while I'm sitting here today. I don't have anything specific. I think I want to do this just because I might decide I want those pleats in something. And in case you haven't ever harvested fabric before, most of you probably have, but there might be somebody new watching that hasn't ever done this. And I'm probably breaking their heart right now. It kind of breaks mine a little bit because I think it's a very cute skirt. But too big for her and not quite big enough for me. So don't know if I'll use that piece or not, but I'm just trying to get it where I can get the parts that I want. How are y'all doing today? Or how many of you are in all this weird thunderstormy weather that's going on? I know it's covering a big area. It's not just us. Anyway, we need the rain desperately. So I'm not, I'm happy about the rain, but it's the hail is scary. And then the chance of tornado, that's kind of scary too, but okay, this is the other parts, just the fabric. It's got some pleats in it. But other than that, it's just brown linen fabric now. So this piece. So I'm just going to fold that up. And then, let's see. I'm just going to take this down. And this piece has the embroidery on it. So oh, that's good, Brittany. Well, our days have been gorgeous. It's in the evenings when they said, Saturday they were supposed to come and go all day long, but it didn't really do much until evening. We did have little bits, but not, and we had more on Saturday than we did on Sunday as far as spouts of it coming throughout the day, but we got more rain on Sunday. So let's see. I might want to use this a little bit because I like little torn pieces of fabric and stuff. So, hi, Diana. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just harvesting fabric from a skirt and a dress. Well, I'm harvesting lace from the dress and just this linen fabric from the skirt that Hannah didn't want. So it was either going back to the thrift store or I got to play with it. So I'm playing with it. Okay. This piece has this netting. I don't know if you can see that it's a net, but trying to see what's the best way to do this because I don't want to mess up this lace here because that's the part Hannah wants. No storms yet for Andrew, but they're coming on Wednesday. Okay, have fun. Thank you for coming in, Andrew, and I'm going to do my best to stay safe. I am. I guess I ought to talk to Darren and see if he wants to go hide our cars under the underpass. We don't usually do that, but baseball size hail's pretty significant. Okay, come on. There we go. There's the stress is like a bunch of layers of laces. This is underneath. Everything else is kind of on top, but it's still kind of in layers. Hi, Faye. We're glad you're here. And I'm just going to take this and rip it. And I can decide how I want to deal with the rest of it later. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. I didn't notice your question, but thank you, Brittany. This thing is thing number 30, and it's I'm transforming a dress into lace I can use in my journals. So I think it counts. You can count your things however you want to. And this is how I'm counting this one. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and go in here. See if there's a... And I'm just going to tear this if it'll tear. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go back here. It kind of tore into the lacy part, which I didn't really want it to do. This challenge, the 100 Things Challenge, is put on by or hosted, or it was Dances with Pit Bulls that challenged us to do this. So it's her challenge I'm doing. And I need to do 100 things before I buy more stuff, but okay. I'm going to probably, when I have time to do it neater, I'm going to cut right down here and right down here so that this part won't be there. It'll just be this lace. But for now, I'm just trying to get it into pieces. Then I can do the detail work of taking it apart later. And I may leave some of it just like this because I may want to use it like this. That's one thing, you can always take stuff off more later, but but you can't add it back on. So when I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it, I leave it until later. So there's that. Okay, now this you can see that for the most part that tore off neatly, but where it didn't, I can go back in and cut it so that this can be used as an edge. I think that'll be pretty. I was going to see if it says, yeah, this is all cotton lace. And the lining is 70% cotton and 30% silk. I don't know. It's got several different linings evidently, because it says some of it's linen. I bet this is the linen part. Well, that may be the cotton and silk part. I don't know. Maybe this is the part that has silk. It's got several different kinds of linings, and so they've got, when they tell about it on here, they say, um, it's hard to read. It's very hard to read. It's like white on white or cream on cream or something. 100% cotton, and then 70% cotton and 30% silk lining, and then 85% rayon and 15% linen, and then another 100% cotton. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what all it is. Hi, Cheryl. I'm glad you're here. Brittany says, yeah, there's no real rules except don't buy anything. You count things as you want. It's all up to you how you want to do it. Yeah. She gave an example of tags. If I'm remembering correctly, it was tags where you could do, if you're doing, like if you're doing, you're sitting down and you're doing 10 tags at once, then that would be one thing. But if you do a tag every day, then you can count each tag separately too. So if you're doing 10 tags that all are, part of a project together, or you're making like tags out of a master board or something like that, you can count multiples as one thing, or you can count them individually, however you want to do it. So I'm just kind of counting each project I do as one thing. Hi, Candy. Hi, Angie. I'm glad y'all are here. I'm going to have to get off early because we got thunderstorms coming, but I thought it's either get on now or don't get on at all. And I haven't got out here and done anything in several days, so I didn't do, well, I did stuff. I spun yarn and I helped Hannah dye a project. I'll show you that. I've always done the dyeing. She has never done it till now, so she wanted me to, help her do it so she could know how to do it after this. So that'll be one of my things too. I'll show you what we did because teaching her was a project. So there's that piece, and I'm going to put it with this. And let's go ahead and go up with this one. So we've got looks like another half of this. We've been in a big drought around here, and it's was getting a little scary even. But in the last 3 days, we've gotten 3 inches of rain, so I'm happy for that, and I'm happy that we haven't had the damaging hail they thought we were going to have, and pray that we don't get the damaging hail tonight. But whatever we get, I'm going to be in the house before it starts. Okay, so here's the other half of that same lace. I think this would be really pretty to put over some fabric, either for a page or for a cover, a journal cover. But this is also one where you could cut out the flowers and designs and use them separately. And these big pieces I'll probably save to use like on journal covers or something. But in the bodice part, I could use that for something else. So, and then we still have to do this one. that's going to be the hard one. So that's why I'm kind of waiting on it. I'd usually just try to take it apart in the biggest pieces that I can, and then I can, cut those pieces down more later. That way you've got it usable for as many projects as possible. And instead of cutting it down, like into a bunch of little pieces right now, and then finding out you wish you'd kept some of it. So, hi Janice, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate y'all for coming in, even though I'm early. I didn't know if anybody would, be available to come in right now, but I'm glad y'all were able to come. I've slept all day. When I get up to craft today, I end up on the bed asleep. Well, Angie, if you're sleeping that much, you probably need it. You probably need it. Well, come on. Okay, this is when you got something that's sleeveless, you kind of have to cut those sleeves or straps or whatever you want to call it. When I got something with sleeves in it, I just cut the sleeve and then open up the seam. That way I keep as big a piece as I can. Okay, we've got coming up on the other side here. Oh, would y'all tell Julie that, yeah, I started early because of thunderstorms. I'm going to be leaving early too. She can't hear me, so. Angie's going to be up all night. Yeah, yeah. That's what happens when you sleep all day. But sometimes it just is what it is. Well, oh, thank you, Brittany. I'm sure Julie thanks you too. Okay. Well, we're okay. Here's a piece. There's the 2 straps. We may take a few flowers off in a minute if we have time, and so I can show you how I do that. But how many of you do this? How many of you harvest clothes to use, lace off of clothes to use in your art? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Candy's going to be going to bed early tonight because she has to get up real early. Yep. Okay. This kind of got, cut weird. Not sure what happened there, but I don't know if it was the way the dress was done or if it was something I did. But anyway. Okay, this part, if you use fabric in your collages, you know, this part could be used for that. There's some little bits, and it probably, if this is the cotton linen part, it probably could be dyed or inked or something to be used. So let's put those separate. Oh, it's the trash. Excuse me. Mm. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Well, Diana does. Sometimes you can find some really good fabric if you know, if it's something you're not going to wear anymore, might as well. See, that'll work good. I used a lot of the skirt of this to strain my avocado dye or avocado tea or whatever you want to call it from dyeing avocados, so that we could dye some more wool. Most of you probably saw when I dyed wool with it. Well, Hannah wanted some to spin, so we dyed some for her too, and we mordanted hers with alum and cream of tartar, like we were supposed to, that I didn't do with mine. But I think my color came out just as good as hers. It's a different color, but it turned out really well. Hi, Janet. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Holly. I'm glad you're here. I'm not going to be on very long. I'm just trying. I wanted to come on some before I had to go hide in the house from the thunderstorms that are coming. But I thought while I was here, I could do some harvesting of fabric from and lace. Hi, Beth. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Nina. I'm glad y'all are here. Thank you, Holly. It does help if you like. Like, subscribe, and comment, you know, all those things. All of them help. that's a dart. We'll just leave it in there. Put that piece over there. You don't want to waste it, you know. Hi, Renee. I'm glad you're here. That's fine. Just listen. I don't mind. I do that some myself. Sometimes just because I'm not in the mood to chat, and sometimes because I'm busy doing something while I watch. So. All right. This is taking a lot more than I expected it to. Of course, I wasn't at first thinking about saving this part. So you get to where you think, oh, well, you know, I don't want to throw that away. Oh, dear. It's hard to throw anything away. Let's see if we can tear it right here. There we go. Those pieces may get inked on or something at some point, so they're more fun to use than the white. But sometimes you want some white in there somewhere. So I hear Darren and Hannah. I need to take a quick peek at the radar and see where we are in relation to the come on, show me again. I think we're still good for a little while. Yeah, there's a little bit coming, but the big stuff's not coming for probably another 30 minutes or so. Let's see what this is. My mom and her husband and my aunt and uncle are in Ruidoso. She was just texting me to see what else we got. Because I told her Saturday morning that we had gotten almost an inch the night before. I'll answer her back in a little bit. My mom turned 80 on Friday. No, Saturday. She turned 80 on Saturday. And she was gone because my stepfather took her to on a trip for her birthday present. So she'll be back Friday. And then we'll have birthday with her then. I plan to be as safe as I can, Angie. I really do. I don't mess around with this stuff. That's one reason why I decided to come on early so I could get off early. Now that could be used kind of like sari silk. So we'll save it. And I'm not sure. It's another little piece. Okay, I need to take these two apart. In about 30 minutes. I'm going to get off, but be sure and tell Julie I'm going to get off before it hits. Not to worry. I don't want her fretting. Okay, I don't know if this will tear or not. If I'm going to have to cut, I'm going to have to cut it. I don't want to take the chance on tearing that lace. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in half so it'll be easier to deal with, because it's enough just trying to get half of it to work. Thank y'all for helping Julie. Oh, well, congratulations to him. That's so cool. I'm glad he got to have a birthday party. That's really neat. Trying to cut this as close as I can, but not cut the lace at all. Uh-oh, there's some we missed. Hey.
You're live, right?
Yeah, I went live early because I'm going to get off in just a little bit before that storm comes.
Okay.
Go ask your dad if he's seen what they're saying about hail. If he wants to put the cars under the underpass, then I'll get off and go with him to do that if he wants to.
Okay.
Okay.
We certainly heard about it.
Yeah, they've been talking about it a lot, so. Hannah just came to see what if I was streaming. Okay. There's some more of that silky stuff. And now I've got these two pieces apart. And this one, steak fajitas in the Instapot. Yum. I don't have an Instapot. My sister has one, and she cooks everything she can think of in it. She loves it, but I don't have one. I have a pressure cooker. I have a crock pot, but I don't have an Instapot. Okay, I'm going to leave this like this. I probably will end up taking off. Well, let's just take off some of it and get rid of that. Get rid of that thing up at the top that I don't want to have to mess with. But I'm going to leave the most of the net on there, because that may be how I want to use it, is with the net. So there's that. And, oh, this is a second piece just like that. It's just more of it. And then this one, Hannah really wants this lace piece right here. And so I'm going to try to leave that intact and leave this other edge intact if I can, so I can use it. I don't know what she wants this piece of lace for, but she has something in mind for it. Hi, Katie. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to be getting off pretty soon. We got thunderstorms coming, so I can't stay on too long, but that's why I got on early so that I could get off. Well, it took me a while. I should have gotten on a lot earlier probably, but it took me a while to get things out of the way so I could bring my laptop out here because I've been pulling stuff out and trying to reorganize all of my my wool so I can see what I have that's ready to spin and what needs to be, have something done to it so that I can spin it, and all of that. So I had an even bigger mess. When you try to organize, sometimes you end up with a much bigger mess before it gets better. But Darren was like, we got you that table, and now it's even bigger mess than it was. Yep. But it's going to get better. We're almost through on this side, and I can at least show you this one little piece of lace here. Okay, so I've got this piece that I can use. That's pretty, isn't it? And then when I take this piece off, I'll have, when I take this apart, I'll have taken apart here and here. Then I'll have another one of those and two of these. So it is beautiful. I love it. Nowadays, a lot of times when you find a dress that's made like this, it's not cotton lace, it's something else. And so we were excited when we found it when it was cotton, but then she didn't like the way it looked on her. So I get lace. Yay. And she gets lace. No dress, but lace. Yes. Hi, Journey. I'm glad you're here. I'm just harvesting lace from a dress, making it usable for the things that I do. It's amazing how many of these things you can, if you cut it in the right place, you've got a perfectly usable piece. Lace is much more useful than a dress, surely. Yeah, I agree. Of course, I don't even own a dress, I don't think, except for my house dresses that I wear, my granny house dresses that I wear around the house all the time. I do have those, but going out in public, I don't wear them out in public. Okay, so here's this piece of lace for Hannah. And now I've got this. Well, that's possible, Beth. We need the rain, and we just don't want the hail or the tornadoes. But, and it does split around us quite often. It does. Their predicted path is that it'll go, right over the top of us, but not for a very long period of time, just an hour or two's worth. Of course, that's enough to give us some rain or do a lot of damage depending on what happens. But Oh, how fun, Holly. Hannah's wanting to make her one. Um, she hasn't done it yet, but she's been working on patterns and stuff. She wants someday, when and if she gets married, she's probably going to make her own wedding dress and have it be a medieval style dress because that's what she likes. She could change her mind by then, but and it depends. She might wear mine. If she can wear mine, that's probably what she'll do just because it'd be, easier and my mom made it and she would like to wear one that that her grandma made. So, but it's still in the preservation stuff. I told her we were when she was ready to need a wedding dress, we would get it out and she could see if it fit her and if not, we'd find her something else where she could make her own. But I don't want to take it out of that preservation stuff until we, need it. Okay, so here's another piece of the lace. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Kathleen. I'm glad you're here too. So I'm going to save that. This is going to go with Hannah's. I'm going to let her fiddle with taking off that extra piece of stuff there because I did this. She can do that. Thanks, Janet. My hand's getting kind of tired. I'm going to have to just sit here a minute and yeah, I like the wide piece too. But I promised Hannah she could have these pieces. And since it was her dress, I'm gonna take them all apart and give it to her. So let's if it was my dress, I would save this side and use it big and um have one that was taken apart and one that was not taken apart. But alas, it's her dress. Oh, Julie's got sound. Yay, Julie. Hi, Andrea. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. We have missed you. Okay, so let's go ahead and okay, I'm going to come from this side because on that side I might accidentally cut the lace and I don't want to do that. Whenever I get this finished here, I'm going to go ahead and head in or sooner maybe, it depends. Um, One good thing about these, all the meteorologist stuff they have now to warn us is that we have a warning. If there's a chance of tornadoes or whatever, we can be paying attention. The bad thing is that um, you can get all this angst up and then nothing happened. Get all prepared for it, get all dressed up and no show to go to or whatever you want to say it. Okay, let's see if we can stay cutting both pieces at once. Well, sometimes it's fun to pretend to be someone else. Yep. Okay, there's that. And then let's go ahead and see what we can do to we're just going to cut right about here. That way it'll all be pretty much the same. And there's that piece. Whew, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to have to iron some of this. Of course, when I glue it, if I glue it down to something, it'll be fine. I guess my husband decided that in spite of what they're saying, we don't need to take anything and hide it. So maybe he's hoping it'll get hailed on. I don't know. No, we can't afford to buy something else, even with insurance money. So we don't want him to get hailed on. If definitely not asking for that. I agree, Andrea. Whenever you can give yourself the chance to breathe, you need to do that, because I know you've been working hard. And you need to try to rest a little bit. We're glad you chose to spend some time with us during your rest time. Okay. All right, here's another piece for Hannah. That's really pretty, isn't it? I really like it just like that. But I try to keep my promises, so I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. Actually, now that I think about it, I told her she was going to have to do this part. I forgot that I said that. Oh well. She's going to have to take that off the back of that. That'll be harder than what I'm doing, so. We're getting there. It is, Andrea, and I'm glad I'm almost done with it. When I get these 3 pieces taken apart, then I will be done with what I told myself I was going to get done. So. One more strip to separate and we'll be good. And eyes, yeah. But this makes it so usable, and that's, it's nice to have it already to use, because if I wanted to use it and the dress was just sitting over there, I would probably go find something else. So it's good to go ahead and get it taken apart where I can just grab it and use it. Okay, I'm going to have to stop for a second. It is pretty, isn't it? I really like this part, and I'm glad that this is the part she wanted. She told me what she was going to put it on. She's got a specific plan for it, but I can't remember what it was she was going to make with it. I mean, you know, add it to decorate. But one of her many projects. She usually has as many projects going as I do. I'm not sure if it's good or bad that she inherited that tendency from me. But she doesn't get bored. She stays busy, so I guess that's a good thing. All righty. There we go. There's my lace and Hannah's lace, and then this brown linen and whatever the scraps of stuff that is. So out of a dress and a skirt, we got some fun stuff to play with. So that's good. Oh, I think I'm still okay for a little bit longer. I thought it's coming later than I expected. So, so we'll stay on a little bit longer. Yeah. Now this I need to take in the house to Hannah, but this stuff is good. Good to go in my stash. Huh. Oh, that's all I had planned to do because I thought I was going to have to get off here quicker. I was trying to see if there's something else that I want to work on while I'm out here. Oh. We can glue some stuff down in this book. I'll just put a bunch of stuff over there to use to glue in here, so we can do that. Yeah, Barbara, do. Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera so we can see. No, I've never even heard of that, Katie. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know anything about that. Okay. I'm going to do some napkin because I have this napkin. All right, let's get a water brush and gluing. You're always up for gluing. That's good. I'm glad. Just realized I need to see. Kind of like this. Look. Okay, let's take this. Whoops, stay put. Let's go. I don't want this to be straight over here, so we're going to go ahead and take off some bits that'll make it less straight. Let's do this one too. And I think I'm going to let this just go ahead and come over the page. Why not? Why not? Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. I think I'm going to just use a glue stick, even though it might be better to use a wet glue, but I'm in the mood to glue. I'm not in the mood to do the messy Mod Podge kind of glue. Okay. Oh, that's not, I was going, whoa, that's not right. I'm glad I looked better. Okay, some of this got wrinkled up, but I don't think it really, it doesn't really look like it. So we're gonna be okay with it. That looks really pretty, just like that, doesn't it? Thank you, Katie. It really is pretty, just like that, isn't it? Trying to decide if I want a little something over here. Let's see what happens if we take this. I don't know if I'm going to want to add this on or not. So thanks, Brittany. Do you have a brand name or something like that, Andrea, that you could tell us about? Where we could find it? Where would we go to find it, that kind of information? I'm going to take a little bit of that flour off so it won't mess up my butterfly. We'll just add this in. Yes, I think I like that. Oh, castor oil. Okay, I know about castor oil. Ugh. But I wouldn't have called that a wax. I grew up with a grandma who's a firm believer in castor oil curing all things. And I was a firm believer in never touching it after I got old enough I could say no to it. Oh, I hated that. I couldn't even pour oil to cook with for a while because it would make me gag because of castor oil. I know, but I thought you said it was a wax. And so when you said it was castor oil, that's I wouldn't mind putting it on my hands. I would be willing to do that. But my memories of castor oil are definitely not waxy. Yep, yep. Supposed to be, really good, cure all your ills, but I hated it. And I never really felt like it cured everything, This is different. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, I'm really liking that. I am. I think rather than going on, we just will play with this page a little bit. Hi, Christina. It's good to see you here. I'm not sure if I've seen you in my live stream before, but I'm happy to have you here. Yes, napkin on book page. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? I love it too. I love it too. I'm thinking about putting some color over these parts. Oops, there's some place I didn't get the napkin. Just to kind of I want something kind of clear so the book page will show through that too. Hi, Sharon. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let me see what I've got that will look good around this. I think it needs to be I want to say blue. Some kind of blue. Oh, this is more green. I don't have any of this wait, that one might be blue. Yeah, this is turquoise phthalo. That'll work. We're going to call it good. I need to get something where I can mix up some. Because I don't want it full strength. And I've got some glazing medium somewhere over here. Oh, whoops. I just dropped something. I hope it wasn't important because it went in a deep, dark hole down in the middle of the craft room. And crunch chocolate crystals, a spoonful. Did you get that after you took your castor oil? Or what, Beth? Oh, okay. Okay, that is probably more than I need. And that's still going to be very greenish blue, but okay. Find a brush. Okay, let's move these. I don't want to use my watercolor brushes. Oops. Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. I'm just going to stir this up. And this will make it more transparent. And that's what we want. That's pretty. I don't know if it's really a certain color we want or not, but it's pretty. Ooh, it's darker than I was expecting it to be. Let me stick something under there. There we go. This is really darker than I was wanting. I thought I was really watering it down here with this stuff, but it's still pretty dark. Okay, this is not what I had in mind. I wasn't going to try to completely color in all the white spots, but it's so dark now I kind of feel like I need to. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's move this over here. Should have got a smaller brush to go around stuff. I wasn't planning to go around stuff. You know how things morph. You get started and it just suddenly turns into something else. Okay, I'm going to get a smaller brush in a minute and do those parts. I'm going to ask y'all a question, then I'm going to make a confession. How many of you liked it better before I started putting paint on it? I did. I liked it better before I started putting paint on it. I wish I hadn't started doing this now, but in my head, it was going to be completely different from how it is in reality. Okay, let me find some water and get a smaller brush that I can. Here we go. We just have to swing with it. That's right, Andrea. I'm not sure if I can at this point because it's part of it's already dried. I thought I watered it down a whole bunch with that glazing medium. I mean, I just barely put a tiny bit of color in there, but it's very strong. This brush is better for trying to get in places though. Oh, ooh, hmm. Oh, that's doing weird stuff and not in a good way. It's moving it, but not in a good way. Okay, we're gonna stop, not touch that side anymore. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, you know, if you don't like it, at least you learned something. There's always that. There's always that. Add words and turn the page. There you go. There you go. I'm going to finish filling in the white spaces first. Okay. I think I'm going to go around this a little bit better because there's a little too much white since we got rid of the white everywhere else. Okay. Brittany says, yes, I found that in my magazine journal I started, it's not going at all how I originally planned. I have to keep making changes to adapt to things, but I'm actually liking it more now. That's great, Brittany. Mercy gessoing. Oh. Okay. This may end up being a mistake. Oh, no. I don't have any. Oh, no. Here it is. Okay. I was going to say, I have no baby wipes. What happened? But I have more, which is a good thing because that's not something I like to be without. This is a different brand. I'm not sure. They're all textured. I don't know what I think about that, but let's see if we can. We might can at least kind of. I don't know. We're just going to kind of distress it here with this baby wipe. Oh, wow. That took off more than I wanted to. Okay, we're just going to go for it here. It's glue. That's what happened. Where there's glue like that, it didn't stick as good. Okay. That's not really better, but I kind of like that it looks distressed rather than just, and it's not, you can't see paintbrush strokes as good, which I like. Okay. I don't know if that's really better or not, but I think I can add oh yeah. I collected a whole bunch of these to use that way, Beth. And then I don't know where they are. But I had collected several. Dab gesso on. Okay. I was thinking about doing something totally different from that, but let me find some gesso. Here's some gesso. I think I want this to dry a little bit before I put anything else on it. Because I don't know what we'll do to it if we try to put it on. And I think I've got some sponge. We may try it somewhere. I've got some natural sponge. I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not, but if I can, that would be good. If not, we'll crumple something up. Let's dry it off good. Bye, Andrea. Thanks for coming. That's still sticky. That's still sticky. Okay, we're going to not worry about that. Let me see if I've got a sponge. I thought I had some. I got this at the thrift store. They had $1 on it. I don't know what it originally cost, but I decided $1 wasn't too bad. Let's see what we're gonna. Ooh. I think I'm gonna use this one. We'll put those away for another time. You know what we could do? Second, let me. We could do two things. We could put paint on here and dab it through the mesh. We will see what happened. I got a good deal, Holly. Thanks. That makes me feel even better. I thought it was probably a good deal, but I didn't know for sure. I haven't priced sponges in a long time, so. Okay, I need another little something to put my gesso in. Here, we'll just put it on here. Okay. I'm going to use this part that's got the most texture. I don't know. That might be too much. I'm not sure that this bag makes much difference. But it's fun. Let's get a little more. Okay. I'm going to throw that down in the water and let it, because I don't want to ruin it first time out of the bag. Beth she's being my Tanya tonight. Step away from the paint. I am, Beth. I'm through. Yep. I'm not really a big one for gessoing like this, but I think it looks pretty. I think it worked out well. So thank y'all for pushing me to gesso. These were Folk Art brand, but in with all the painting supplies like palette knives and palettes and brushes and things like that, that's where you'll find these kinds of things. They usually have them in a bag with, more than one. But this particular one was Folk Art brand. I really do like that. That makes me happy. Yeah, you can see the pattern from the bag, but you don't know it's the pattern from the bag. Does that make sense? It doesn't say snake skin like lots of times when you use the pattern of the bag. I'm finally happy. Yay. I'm finally happy. Oh, yeah, that I'm happy with that. I need to go check something real quick. Let's see where the storm is. Okay, I think we still got a little bit more time. Little bit more. You hear my smile? I'm smiling, you're right. Yeah, that's beautiful. And it might need some words, but I'm not sure what words I would have put on it yet. I really like these flowers coming down and the butterflies being in different, flying around. I think it looks more organic with some coming down and some coming up, like you're actually down on the grass in the garden. I like that. Yeah, I think you're right, Renee. I think the bag being doubled up made a difference, and the fact that the paint wasn't solid on there, it was just, in little bits. So the two together worked out really well. I'm going to have to remember that. Going to have to remember that for the future. If I photograph it, I could frame it. That's true. That is true. I think I'm going to just let it sit there and dry. Get a drink. Got a slice of lemon down in my tea and it keeps sticking on the straw. And then I can't okay. Right at the moment, I can't think of anything else that I've got close at hand, easy, that I want to do. And it screams inspirational words. It does need inspirational words, but I'm not sure what. So we'll have to think about that on another day. As we come back through this book later, we can put some inspirational words on there. I think I am going to go ahead and get off because it's going to take me a little bit to clean up, and I want to try to find something that I wanted to take in the house before I go in too. So go inside and bunker down. Yep. I'm hoping I won't need to bunker down. I'm hoping we'll just get some rain and that'll be it. That would be marvelous. But Darren hasn't come out here and told me to come in, so it's not imminent. Whatever it is, it's not imminent yet. So, yeah, you're glad I came on early? Well, it worked out good for me too, so I'm glad I did too. Thank you all for coming and showing up. I'm glad you came, Christina. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe. I love you, and I will see you Thursday at 2 p.m. That's my plan. We're supposed to have thunderstorms all week, so I guess it could change, but I'm planning to be here Thursday. God bless you. Bye-bye.